It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be a final.
Hey friends, welcome back to another video, a very long video. I wanted to jump on before I start this video and just let you know that this is over an entire week. I've never filmed from, an entire week, 7 days straight. This was Saturday through Friday. It is currently Friday for me. You're seeing this video on either Saturday or Sunday, depending on when I get it edited. But it started out probably only going to be 2 to 3 days, but I ended up needing the entire week. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna film the whole week. And a lot of you've told me that you like the really long videos, so here's a really long one for you. I hope that you enjoy it, and I appreciate you being here. Let's jump into the video. Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be working on my kitchen island. As I just showed you, Marion's been doing some measuring. We got a new top. So, little backstory, we built this island, he built this island to my specifications when we redid our kitchen from the ground up, basically 3.5 years ago, and I love it. I love this island. It's one of my favorite parts of the kitchen, and one of the main things I love about it is this piece on the front, because this used to be above my window, my old window, when the kitchen, before we redid the kitchen, and we lived here I think like 16 years before we redid it, and I always hated that above my window. But then when we tore it out, I was like, hold on, I don't want to throw that away, I want to reuse that. I actually don't hate it. So I really love it right here. It's just, it brings in the old with the new, and I love this island. But let me show you what I don't love about it. So Marion says when we did it, first of all, he's learned so much in 3.5 years as far as like carpentry. So he's gonna be able to do it a whole lot different. But this wood was just really cheap wood, and see how it's got the grooves. And so I filled it in with wood putty, and then I stained it, but the stain took really terrible to it. It turned it red, so I whitewashed it, and then I put polyacrylic on it. But because of the wood, Marion says it's because of the type of wood, it started to come up, and like literally pieces of wood come up. And I use this to like roll out cookie dough, roll out pizza dough. I literally use my island every single day, and it gets a lot of wear and tear. So for 3.5 years, it's not terrible, but I want a smooth top. So I debated whether I wanted countertop on it, but I like the contrast of something different. So we did buy that piece of wood you saw up here. It's called a project panel. It was $22, I believe, around $22 at Lowe's, and it's the same length, but it's about, I don't know, I forget how many inches wider. It's like 25 inches wide, and this is like 19, maybe 6 inches, something like that. Maybe 6 or 7 inches wider, but it's going to give me a lot more, space to prepare stuff, which I'm so excited about. We're going to go ahead and keep the front piece just like this, and the back piece, but this is, of course, is going to be made wider here, so he's going to take that off. He's going to reuse as much as he can. At the bottom of this too, there's going to be a shelf, and he's going to try and reuse these on the bottom shelf, but we're not sure if he can, because he has to dig out the screws. Now he's learned how to do it differently. You won't have to put the screws in the top, but he's going to have to dig them out of the wood filler, and if he can't salvage these, then we will just use some other wood that he's got in the basement. But I told him I'd love to reuse as much as we can. Very little of this is going to go to waste. So these front and back panels will just be spread apart, and then there'll be a shelf here, and then he's going to put, like if you saw my back porch, my back patio makeover this summer, he put the X's on the side. He's going to put an X on each side, and then over here on this side, I'm going to buy some hooks and put them here so I can hang things like towels and decor and things like that. I've just really wanted to do that for a long time, but I didn't have any place to do it, so I'm going to do it on that. And I'm not sure what color. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint it white or if I'm going to keep this color, but the top is going to be stained, and then we're going to have polyacrylic over the top. He's also got this stuff you put on before you stain it. It's supposed to help it. I don't know. It's supposed to help it, but anyway, that is our big project for this weekend. I do have a few other things I want to do in my kitchen. I bought a cute little lamp in my last video I showed you. That's going to go on my counter, and there's a few, like, I'm not I'm not loving these shelves, and there's obviously like I don't do much with them, but I want to kind of like play around, and I don't know. I've thought about taking them down actually. I've thought about taking them down and adding a small cabinet here like this one to match. But you know, cabinets are not cheap, so it wouldn't be like a simple thing. Also, that our outer walls are cinder blocks, so it's a lot. So anyway, for now we're going to keep them. I've thought about actually painting the shelves as well, and getting new wooden brackets that are white, but then it would just be all white. And I really love the look of an all white kitchen. Love that look, but then I go back and forth. I like the contrast of the wood. So, and then the island will tie it in. So I guess I don't need so much white, but I might paint my island white. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to be doing a few things around here. It's just going to be a day in the life, actually. I'm sure I'll throw in some cleaning and some cooking and all those things. But actually, I don't know. This project's probably going to take a couple days, so we'll see. I don't even know how long this video is going to be. Sometimes it's just that way. You pick up the camera and you're like, I'm going to film today, and it ends up being 3 days. So you'll get to see from start to finish, however long it takes to finish that island. Got to grab a couple things at Home Depot. It is so cold today and blustery.
I could be wrong.
I assume. Yeah, these are big. Bigger than I want. Yeah, there's some here. So the finishes in the kitchen are oil rubbed bronze. So I wanted it to match, but I don't know. Whoops. Or the white wouldn't be bad. Decided to go with these. They had silver or black. I wanted oil rubbed bronze, but this is closest I could find, and everything else was too big. So this is like 9 something. And we need 4 8-foot 2x4s. And they are $3.34 each. 4. Today, I think the wind chill tonight is supposed to be around 0. So, and it was last night too. All right, we've been home for several hours. It's 5 o'clock in the evening on the dot. Marion's downstairs sanding the top of the island. So I'm gonna go down there and get a little footage of that. I have spent the last 3 or 4 hours editing, getting my Valentine clean and decorate video. It is uploading now and it will go live at 6. I'm gonna go down there, show you that, and then I gotta make some dinner, and I think we're just gonna have super simple wraps with chicken and lettuce and tomato and Chick-fil-A sauce. It's super easy and it's really good, and I feel like it's semi-healthy. So this is our dinner. These came from Aldi. I haven't tried them before, but I've had other brands of the spinach wraps and I like them. So just gonna have that. We've got some of the uncured honey ham and chicken breast, and we'll put some spinach and some tomato and some Chick-fil-A sauce. So there it is. So good and so easy. so Marion's sanding down there, and he's asked me if I wanted like a, kind of like a rounded edge, I forget what it's called, along the edge of the top of the island, and I told him, asked him what he thought. He says yes. So he's gonna cut it. I guess he has a tool to cut it. So
A router.
this is a router?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fancy. So it's a round over, you said? Round over. So it'll just make this kind of rounded.
I didn't do the whole thing, but see that?
Oh, yeah. I like that. It's hard. It's out of focus. Yeah, it's like smooth. Yeah. Because currently it just looks like that. Slightest little round edge. So that definitely made a difference. He's gonna finish sanding the edges, and then I'm gonna put the first coat on it, which is like the, I forget what it's called, but I'll probably put it on the screen. It's to, you put it on before the stain, supposed to help the stain penetrate the wood. And then I think that has to, it's 6:30. I think that has to dry for a couple hours. So hopefully I'll at least get that and then the stain on it tonight, and then tomorrow maybe I can put the multiple layers of polyacrylic on. Alright, so I brought this piece of wood up here to see in this lighting. So this was the honey stain that I actually stained these with, but see how different it takes to different woods. This is pine. That's why I wanted, this is the bottom of it. I wanted to try, but I did that right there. That's the one I was going to do, but that is way too light. And then this is early American. This is dark walnut. I did a bigger spot, but clearly this is darker. So I think I want to go with that one. I wanted it to kind of, you know, match that. I have to decide. I don't even know if I like that. I don't even know. It might be too dark. I wanted it more like this, so I have to decide. Alright, this is the dark walnut. I used the gel stain that I used on the table. It's called Aged Oak. And I think it doesn't look a lot different than this one though. Don't you think?
It's similar.
It's very similar. Okay, I'm back down in the basement. I pulled out honey again and I went over it darker because it looked so similar to that. See? But it's darker. I put some right there too, and that's what I want. So I'm going to use honey. So this is the wood stain. I'm going to use honey 272, the Minwax, and then this is what Marion's going to use first, pre-stain wood conditioner, just for oil-based stains. He said this is oil-based. So all right, it's been about 2.5 hours. Marion put the pre-stain on it and it's dried. It's so smooth. Looks really good. So I'm going to stain it now. Okay, so first coat is on. It's beautiful, but I do think I want it a little darker. So it says you have to wait 2 hours. So I'm gonna come down here in 2 hours and we'll do a second coat. All right, it's been 2 hours since I stained it. It's 11:30 at night. I'm having Marion bring it up so I can see it in this light to decide if I want to do a second coat. Definitely looks darker in this light than downstairs, but I'm just showing you compared to that. It actually, in person, very much matches it. Let's see about these shelves. Yeah, I don't think I need to actually do a second coat. That looks amazing. I'm gonna have so much more space to prepare my food. I'm excited. That's what I'm most excited about, is having a bigger space. So I think I'm gonna let it dry overnight. Tomorrow we'll put some polyacrylic on it. Tomorrow Marion's gonna deconstruct all of this. Clyde's not gonna have his little place to hide. He likes to hide in there, but there'll be a shelf. He'll probably climb on that. Alright, it's the next day. It's Sunday afternoon. Marion is trying to dig out the screws. He used this, like, what is...
It's a metal detector.
Little metal detector, and then showed him exactly where the screws are, but I put wood filler on them, so he's having to dig them out. And it wouldn't matter if we didn't want to try to reuse these. So if he can get this off, we'll reuse it as the bottom shelf, and I can flip it over if I need to, but if it doesn't work, we'll use something different. I have to leave to go to a baby shower pretty soon, so when I leave, he's gonna, if he does anything significant, he'll film it. I'll leave my camera here, but then I'll be home before like 5, so hopefully if there's anything else to film today, depending on how much he gets done, it is a Sunday, so he might want to relax. Well, my island is gone. It's down in the basement, so he's going to deconstruct it. It almost sounds echoey in here. It's so weird. If you ever wondered what my kitchen looked like without my island, definitely looks bigger. Alright, it's officially taken apart, so this lighting is terrible. It's going to feel so huge when I have this upstairs. But I'm excited. I'm excited for a big workspace. Well, it is Monday morning. It is 15 degrees. I think they said it's supposed to be one of the last of these super cold mornings for a while at least. Not, you know, not forever, but we're supposed to have a huge warm up. This week's supposed to be in the 60s, up to almost 70 by Friday, which is crazy. But I know everybody in the whole country is going to be warming up, which I'm sure so many people are happy about. But anyway, Monday morning, I'm very tired. Last night, Marion put a couple coats, well, I think, yeah, he put 2 coats of polyacrylic on the top of the island. He was using like a regular paintbrush, and when it dried there was like little bubbles, so we looked it up and it said to use a foam brush, which it's been a while since I used it, so I didn't remember, I guess. But foam brush was so much better. There's no bubbles or anything, so I'll show you that in a little while. That's not I think we're going to put at least 3 coats, probably more like 5 on it. I think I put 5 on my table. But it's looking good. The color looks so good, and he worked on the base of the island when I was gone to the baby shower. He like sanded everything and all the little rough edges, and then he didn't put anything together, but he did make some progress, and then his back was hurting, and I said, you're done. So anyway, today is Monday, so this video is going to be over several days, which is totally fine. I'm just going to pick my camera up as I can. Oh, I'm sick of icy mornings. Alright, what'd you just do? 3rd coat?
3rd coat, yes.
Oh, I wish it would stay that shiny. This is he's using the polyacrylic matte finish. They do have a glossy, but we just have matte, and I wasn't going to go buy another can of it. If I ever want to if I ever need more and I buy the glossy, I can always put a coat of glossy over top. But so far, the foam brush is working. No bubbles. Good morning, sweet boy. You're so sweet. I'm gonna take out my chicken. I'm gonna do more meal prepping for Jackson tonight, so I need that, and then I'm gonna make chicken Alfredo, so we're gonna let those defrost for a little while. It's lunchtime, and I am going to make a bean and cheese taco with my beans I made in the crock pot the other day, but I'm just gonna like broil it so that the cheese is real like browned on top. To me that's better, but I need to eat these up or freeze them. Next time I make them, I need to remember to only make like half a bag or less. A little toasty. I'm gonna roll it up. Wish I had some salsa to dip it in. That would be really good. Also, when I did my Valentine decorate video, I put this towel on upside down. The hearts were like upside down, and I noticed that right after I did it, but I'd already filmed it. But I did have someone in the comments mention your hearts are upside down, so they are fixed now. There is lunch. That looks huge. I don't think I'm that hungry, but all right, finished my lunch. I'm gonna do a little cleaning. I've got the laundry going. I need to put some sheets in, just like everyday cleaning. I'm gonna also tonight, like I told you, I'm gonna be making Jackson's, do some meal prepping for him, and also make our dinner tonight. And I need to start now, and then I'm gonna leave and go get Jackson, and then he has a quick appointment after school, and then I'll be home and I'll continue. But unless there's anything else going on with the construction of the island, I probably will just pick up my camera tomorrow on Wednesday after I give you a little cleaning, cooking, homemaking motivation.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We live it. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. anxiety creeps up on me. Is this how it's supposed to feel? Tell me when it's over. I got someplace that I gotta be. It won't leave. My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home. Your name is written in the sky. It might feel just like you're on your own, but baby, it's another lie. Remember, you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say something.
So I'm just making teriyaki chicken over here for Jackson. I'm going to do some freezer meals for him, and then I'm making chicken Alfredo for dinner for tonight. So I cooked some chicken in olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic, and then I'm just kind of deglazing the pan, and then I'm going to add some onion. I've shared this recipe a lot before, but if you haven't seen it, this is how I make my homemade Alfredo. Make a roux, and then I add heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, garlic, salt, pepper, until it's the thickness that I want, and it is so good. And it is not compared to like a jarred Alfredo. This is leaps and bounds better, and it's really not difficult at all to make. So I encourage you, if you've never made homemade Alfredo, give it a try. It is so delicious.
Sunrise is 4 a.m. You see, get in the car, we can run away. I hardly even knew you, but I knew that I can't lose you. For 1 or 2, maybe 3 years, I've been feeling nothing at all, but then I saw
Well, it is Tuesday. It's after 5 o'clock. I haven't really picked up my camera. There's just nothing to film today. I'm just hanging out. Obviously, I'm babysitting Paisley. And yeah, I said your name. She'll be leaving soon. And I'm just going to probably edit tonight because I want to get a video up tomorrow. And then we're going to have leftovers. I was going to make manicotti or stuffed shells, but I have like 4 different meals leftovers from, so we're just going to eat that up so I don't have to cook tonight. It's just going to be an easy night. I'm not sure if Marion's going to be working on the island at all tonight. He was kind of really sore, and then he worked out last night and was just really exhausted, so we'll see. If he does, I'll pick up my camera. Once he gets the base put together, I just have to paint it and then it'll be done. And then I want to do a few little things in the kitchen, but I'm going to wait till the island's in there. And I want to maybe run to a thrift store tomorrow. I don't know. I'm still on the lookout for a few things. So I thought tomorrow She just stood up. She just stood up. You scare me. You know when they start pulling up. Anyways, yeah, so I'll pick up the camera up when there's something to show. Miss Rachel's got to go. Marion, actually, I've got dinner going in the air fryer, and Marion said he's gonna go make a few cuts to do like the sides of the island. These are the 2 sides, and then it's just gonna be wider, same base, just wider. I don't remember what I've told you and what I haven't told you, so it's been several days since we started this video, so and I still have to decide what color. In my mind, I keep thinking it's going to be white, but I don't know. I like this color, so we'll have to see. How many coats of poly did you put on this?
I think it's 6 altogether.
It is kind of shiny. It looks so nice. I love the top. And I also love how much workspace I'm going to have. Just trying to see before he cuts anything, make sure the measuring is right. Alright, he's brought it up. He said he's going to put it together upstairs just because the floor in the basement is not level by design. So he's putting it together up here, and then I'll just paint it up here. Alright, got the frame done. He's going to put the X's along the sides, and then we're going to put the hooks here, and he's going to put the shelf on the bottom, and of course the beautiful top. But it definitely feels huge in here, but we haven't had it for a few days, and it's just, we've missed it so much. I love how big and open it feels without it, but we just really need that counter space. And I do everything on this island. Like, I cook every meal. I'm using this for everything, so yeah. It is going to be huge. Okay, he put the bottom on. He had to add 1 extra board, but it looks so good to have that. And then he's putting the top on. And then of course I'm going to paint it and put the hooks, but I told him to wait on the X's on the side. I don't want it to be so heavy and hard to move. I don't know. I'm kind of having second thoughts. It would be pretty, but he said he could still do it if I decide I want the X's on. All right, it is the next day, Wednesday. He got the top screwed on last night. He did mess it up a little bit and had to fix it, but it looks amazing. I keep walking through here feeling like it's taller and wider and everything. I mean, it is wider this way. I feel like it's longer and everything is bigger, but I think I just got so used to those few days of not having it in here. And last night I was like, oh, I'm not so sure I like this. It's taking up so much room. But this morning I really love it. It looks amazing. Still got to decide what color. But right now I'm going to run out and I wanted to go to like Ross, maybe Goodwill, maybe Home Goods. Just, I'm still looking for a few things for the kitchen. I also figured out another thing I'm gonna have Marion. It'll be real quick for him to make me because I've been kind of looking for something, and yeah, he can just super easily make it for me, and then I'll stain it. It'll look really nice. So I'm gonna do that in this video too. This video is just going on and on, but then I have to get Jackson from school. We have another appointment after school, and then when I get home this evening, maybe I'll paint this. I don't know, I need to edit, so we'll have to see if I'm gonna paint or edit. But yeah, if I pick anything up when I'm out, I'll show you what to pick up, and then we'll kind of like restyle a few things in the kitchen. All right, I just got home from all the errands, all the things. It's 5 o'clock. I gotta make dinner. I'm just gonna make tacos tonight. It'll be super easy. It's like I was standing at Goodwill and I was like warm. It's so strangely, I mean, it's not warm outside, but I don't know what temperature it is. It's like supposed to be 50 or 50 something today. And then by Friday, it's supposed to be like 71 now, but it's supposed to start raining. It's gotten really gray and cloudy, so the lighting's terrible, but I'll show you a couple things I picked up. When I was at Goodwill, I found this cute little sugar dish, and I'll probably turn it like this. Probably just, I like the enamel look of it. It didn't have a price, so she said 59 cents. So I said, perfect. That's cute. I'll use that for decor in my kitchen. And then I also found this rolling pin. It's still got this like part of the tag, I guess, but it was $3.99, and I'm assuming it's probably got a finish on it, but I could even stain it. I don't know. I just wanted, I love like the look of old rolling pins in like, you know, Crocs. I don't have any, so I have one that I use, but that was a good deal. I was happy to find that. Got a few birthday presents for Paisley. And then I found this at Ross. It was $3.99. I thought that this, I don't know if it'll fit in my hair, but it's got this like double layer of, can you see it? It's got like double layers, so when you have thinner hair, it helps hold it. And I just thought that was so pretty with all the like cuts in it. It's so sparkly. Doesn't match my hair, but I just thought it was too pretty. So $3.99 for that. I got this little thing of blocks. This was $6.99 for Paisley, just to have here, because I think she'll like this. She's starting to, I don't know, maybe be bored with her toys. I want to kind of have enough toys that I can do like toy rotation, so it's not the same toys every day. So I'm just going to give her that. I got her some other things for her birthday, but maybe I'll show you that in another vlog. But I got this. It was $9.99. It's, first of all, the softest sweater ever. It's a hand wash, but I'm just going to wash it on delicate and hang dry or lay flat to dry. But it's just got like a V-neck, and it's real like roomy, but not too roomy. It just is the softest, super cozy, comfortable sweater. Not super dark, heavy either. And then this was $10.99. I thought this color was just beautiful, and I thought this was pretty on the hanger, but then when I put it on, it was just, it fits so pretty. So I got it for like to wear with jeans. It has this big like turtleneck, or like a little oversized, and then the sleeves have a little bit of like a poof on them, so it's a little dressier. Just be so pretty with jeans for church or date night or whatever. It's such a beautiful color. I don't usually buy like jewel tones, so that's all I picked up. I wish I could have found more. Marion's working on a little riser for me. As I was telling you earlier, I wanted him to make me a riser for my countertop, and I just told him the size, and we have some wood, so he cut it to size. So I'll show you that in a little while, probably tomorrow. I don't know if I don't know what I'm gonna get done tonight. I really need to edit. So anyway, I need to make dinner now. There's the tacos. Simple but delish. Do you love Poppy? Do you love him?
Happy dance.
It is evening already on Thursday, and I'm starting dinner, but all the fur babies are telling me they want to eat. Let's get your food. Haven't done anything with this today. I've had Paisley all day. She is napping right now, and I'm trying to get my dinner started. Just while she's taking her nap, I'm going to be making stuffed shells. Patrick's coming over for dinner. Well, let me get these fur babies fed real quick. I just put their little food on the floor and I just wipe it up when they're done. They get like 2 big scoops every day of this Beneful. I buy the Korean Beneful. So I give them like morning and afternoon, they get a big scoop. And then the rest they just eat the dry food. All right, you need to go outside? Do you need to go outside and go potty? Let's go, come on. It's kind of been raining off and on, but it's supposed to start raining a lot. It's like 64 degrees. Oh, I love snow and I want snow, but I am not complaining. So there's the manicotti out of the oven. I'm gonna let it cool for a few minutes. Patrick got out of work and had a flat tire, so Marion had to go help him. And he's at Sam's right now, hopefully getting it patched, but if not, hopefully getting another tire. So he's gonna be a little bit late for dinner, so we're gonna go ahead and eat dinner. And then after dinner, we'll do his budget with him. I'll probably pick up my camera so y'all can say hi to him. All right, Patrick is actually just about to leave. Marion is downstairs working on my little riser that I was telling you about, but I forgot he was about to leave and I told y'all that he would say hi, so.
True!
Patrick had a little bit of a mishap today, ran into a curb and he's gonna have some car repairs, but you know what? It's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay.
That's true. And when you have a flat tire,
well, thankfully, his brother-in-law came to the rescue.
And my brother-in-law, her husband, Marion.
Anyways, Patrick's doing good. He's back at work. A lot of people say that they miss seeing you and they just, you know, want to see your happy face. So Patrick's doing good. All right, so it is Friday and I have got to get this stuff finished up. So Marion finished this little riser for me. He just actually took pallet wood that looked like this, and believe it or not. And he cut it and he put 2 of them together. He didn't nail them, he used some kind of glue, and he sanded them and sanded them and sanded them, and then he went around the edge of this like he did the top of the island, so it's kind of like smooth. And then he just cut, I actually looked at Hobby Lobby for some legs and it was like $6 for some legs, and I just didn't want to pay that. So he just used 4 squares of wood, nailed, screwed them in, and so this is all the same wood, so I'm going to stain it and hopefully it will, like I didn't want these legs to be a different wood and then they might look different with the stain, so I'm going to stain this, but he did give me this little piece to try it on just to make sure it's what I want, that it matches. So I have the one that I used, Honey. I'm going to probably use that one, but I'm going to see because, you know, all wood takes stain differently. So I'm just going to test these real quick. I also have driftwood, which is probably way too light. I need to grab a darker one. But this is most likely what I'll use. But I'm going to go ahead and stain this, let it dry, and then I'm going to go up in a little while and paint the island. And then by the time this is dry tonight, I can put it on my countertops. I'm going to show you where I'm going to put it and what I'm going to do with it. So that's the honey. This is early American. And then this is the lightest one called driftwood. So I'm going to take it upstairs and see in that lighting. Alright, took it upstairs. Surprisingly, I like this one. Down here it looks way lighter. Upstairs it's darker. This one was way too dark, but it was actually closer to the color of the shelves. But it doesn't necessarily need to match those. It's just decor. All the other cutting boards I have are pretty light. This isn't even a cutting board. It's just a riser. But I'm going to go with the light one. And then I also have this that I had on my microwave that I use just for decor. I don't use it for food. So I'm going to stain this also. Just make it a little bit darker. It's not too much darker. I don't know how this wood will take it. It may look darker, but that's fine. But I just undid this. I got this at Goodwill for like a couple dollars. Like a year ago, maybe like $2, I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and stain these two and let them dry. Okay, it's Friday. I don't know if I told you it's Friday yet, but it's actually partly cloudy, partly sunny, but it is going to be 74 degrees today. That is crazy for January, but we are loving it. So it's Friday morning, and I want to go ahead and get the island finished and painted. So after much thought, much consideration, and looking at pictures and really going back and forth, I just decided to paint it plain old white. And in the future, most likely I will paint it like an accent color. Just not quite sure what I wanted to do with that yet, so I'd rather paint it white and just have it all match, and then come back later once I decide fully like if I want to have it be different. But I really love the look of white, so it's just literally called bright white. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me go pull the white paint up, set you up on the tripod, and we're going to paint this island. So this is actually called ultra white, not bright white. It's just by Valspar, I believe. It's covered up. But what is the finish? I like to get semi-gloss. I don't know what finish it is, but we'll find out. I like the shinier finishes, and they're easier to clean. But I'm just going to also use a paintbrush because there's so many little things to get into. A roller would be nice for the bigger areas, but I'm just going to use the paintbrush. island is painted and dry. I only did 2 coats. I was thinking I was going to do 3, but I only did 2. I'm not going to do 3. It is 9 o'clock on Friday night. Mary's going to put the hooks on now. You can come in. I think I want all 5 of them just along here. And then I'm going to do some decorating in here. I kind of like took some things down and moved some things around. And this is the beautiful stained, what is it called? Riser. Looks so good. It smells. I hate the stain smell. And then here's the round one, which it's not that much darker, but anyway, that's going to go over here. I'm going to do some decorating as soon as these are on. I went to a different Goodwill today. It's like on in another town over from us, and I found a few things. This I paid $1.99. It was $3 from Target, so it wasn't a huge deal, but it was so cute. It's got like a glittery white roof, and I thought about spray painting it. I might spray paint it. How cute is this little doll I found for $1.99 for Paisley? I just wanted to show you that. And then I got, I took this picture out of my hutch because I actually found a really pretty picture at Goodwill for $2.99, and it says, I think, Telefloral on the bottom, so it came from like a florist. But I thought it was so pretty, and it was $2.99, so I thought it'd be perfect for Valentine's Day. So I took this one out, and I'm going to use this in the kitchen. I also pulled these out of my pantry room. I just bought these at Aldi, I don't know when, a year or 2 ago, and a couple years, I guess. And I don't have anything in them, but I love the color of them. I need to think of what to put in them, but I pulled those out, got my rolling pin, and then this basket was on the top shelf up here. I pulled it down and just pulled these out of the basement. These books I had up above my stove up there, so they're just some cookbooks. I think I'm going to put this down here on the bottom, but we'll figure all that out as soon as these hooks are on.
Now this is where I always have a problem getting them, like, you know, straight.
Alright, the hooks are on. I went in the other room when he was doing it, and I didn't quite tell him exactly how I wanted it. I wanted one in the middle, and then like one here, and then like one in the middle of that, but it's okay. It's totally fine. So I have hooks. I can put towels or decor or, you know, pot rags, all kinds of things, hopefully. Usually you have like a back, so if something, you know, leans against it, but like I was saying before, I may have him put the X's. I'm not sure. I still haven't decided. We talked about it again today, and I'm like, I don't know, but we can always add that if we want to. But I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff up and get this video finished. So I'm going to take this little picture that I had in my hutch and this bowl, and I'm just going to put, it's not deep enough, so I'm just going to put a little piece of wood in the top and then set this on it. Makes it look like a little picture with a bowl. How cute is that? So I was telling you in another video that I didn't like these two exactly the same right here. So I think I'm just going to put one of them down on the island on the bottom, and then I'll just keep one up here. mission accomplished. A whole weekly vlog. I hope that you enjoyed coming along. I'm editing in real time, editing right now, cutting out a lot of the extra stuff because this video was just way too long. So I do hope that you enjoyed watching the process of us making this island. I do get questions a lot about my island, the size and everything. So it is 3 feet long, and now this is 25 inches wide, so a little over 2 feet. That was a project panel we picked up at Lowe's, $22 I think. So if you get that size, it's, you know, we didn't cut any off of it. So for those that are interested, I think it's also about 3 feet tall. These are 4x4s. I love this island. Like I said, we may still add the X's on the end. I actually didn't put anything on here on the hooks yet. I'll figure out what I'm gonna put there, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. That top is gorgeous. I love having the dark wood top. Love it. It was a very good choice. So, and I do actually love it painted white, so we'll see how long that lasts. But thank you so much for hanging out with me this whole entire week. I am actually picking my camera up tomorrow, which is hopefully when this video is going up. I'll be vlogging this weekend, so make sure you come back for that one. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this week-long chatty vlog. But I love you all so much. I'm praying for you always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.